Hey guys, what's going on? Yes, this is the second, well that was the second song. I don't use it unless I really need to, so that's what it is. What's going on, guys? So, then, yeah, a little bit of nice perspective nonsense. So I had Nerd. Luke, look at you. Subbing to the Axie Stack again. 3 months in a row, Jesus. Hot damn. Yeah. Thanks for the sub, dude. Yeah, so, so I had on this sheet, I had this art, and it's like, I like it, it's nice, but, I don't know, I wanted something a little different, so, doing a little perspective, if, you know, if this doesn't work out, then we'll go back to, you know, the other one, but, I don't know, I wanted to try something a little more interesting this time, so, perspective is the worst, though, so, you know, unfortunate. What's going on, guys? Yes, this is for Burb Kid stuff. Yes. Ah! Apple is arrive. Yes, Ryakra, Jedoa City art. Can you sub as many times as you want with Twitch Prime? I thought it was a one-time thing. Guess I was wrong. How you guys doing? Oh, neat. Well, I am glad you keep giving them to me. That's fun. Oh, yeah, so am I. Today. The antibiotics are helping, and I've been taking a lot of medicine today, so I'm not quite as sniffly as I was yesterday, but it's not fun being sick, so... I just put this one little dude in here for size scale earlier, so he's just gonna chill with us for a little bit. The worst. You guys get to watch me struggle with perspective for 5 minutes. An hour. It's gonna be longer. 5 minutes. Like... You're not that late. I just started. Big buildings? Yeah, that was kind of the point. It like a city and I really like the one that I found here. Look kind of like that style for them. I don't think I'm gonna make these quite as tall as they are right now. I kind of drew them in and then drew this guy and was like, those are a little... So... Ah, just got off work, gotcha. I was trying to get the stream started and fucking OBS kept crashing for some reason, and I don't know why it crashes sometimes. Because sometimes it just crashes, like, constantly. I don't know, I don't know what's wrong with it. that it would keep doing that, but it does, and it's annoying. Yeah, so I don't know. I felt like the perspective of the other one was like okay, but the scale was kind of funky. Maybe my scale was fine on the other one, but I have a really hard time understanding size and like distance. So I don't know. I kind of felt like the other one was like not a good size. This one was like cut out. So it would be like you haven't either? Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who has that problem with this. I kind of like that, but I kind of don't like here. Oh, not that. I love this corner. Corner came up. I need that. Hey, first, what's going on? What you guys doing? Here. Like a little garden. Or once you get the perspective lines set up, perspective is actually not that hard. It's getting the lines in the first place that is, I think, the hardest part. Today, for today's stream, we are working on a cityscape for the Jedoa. I had done one previously, and it looks okay. I'm pretty happy with it as sort of a proof of concept sort of thing, but I think it could be better. And so instead of fighting with the one I have now, we're gonna go through and do all the perspective junk now and see if I can get it to be better. And, yeah. So. Yeah, it does take a little bit of time. One of the ways I found helps perspective, especially since it's so hard to get it right the first time, is to draw a building the way you want it, and then put your, like, so instead of starting with the perspective grid, I find it helps to draw the building that you want at the angle you want first, and then put your, like, one building. Just pick one thing, put your horizon lines and junk in, and then, put your vanishing points in. So, like, I thought it would be cool if this had, like, kind of a warped, perspective to it. So I put, I just drew this rectangle here in this little corner, and then I placed this, shape, this polygon, based on this line and this line. And I just slid this back and forth until this and the bottom and, like, this top part, like the highest, you know, angle you can see, until those were visible. And once those lined up pretty alright with the vanishing point lines, then I worked on, you know, adding stuff like this, adding stuff, this building's kind of square, so this was the last shape I drew in. I put these guys in here. I decided to add, like, a little open street down this way, so it'll be like a, something there, and then when I was putting these buildings in, I just dragged this to the other side until that one was right also. Because it's pretty hard for me, so... give me... Okay, sorry. Alright. So, that's the plan, anyway. What have you guys been up to today? What else had work? Anything else exciting going on? Ah, gotta do scrim. Perspective inside a dome shape. So, when you do perspective on a non-square object, you have to envision it as a square object and then round it from there. Inside a dome is a great question. Don't know. But, like, say I wanted to make this building rounded, instead of doing it in, like, trying to get the circle in perspective, I would say, okay, the absolute biggest that building can be, and then just round. So that, inside a dome, though, I don't know. That's not something I've ever attempted, so I don't know. Good question. Next question. Ooh, yeah, do you start school again soon, I guess? I'm actually surprised you went this long without having to go back to school. Define inside a dome. What do you mean by inside a dome? Trying to draw a cave marketplace for a city in my novel, but it's built into the side of a cliff. If it were me, I would draw it as if the cliff wasn't there, and then draw the cliff. I would do, personally. Actually, quite a few instances of, there's actually quite a few examples of cities carved into cliffs. Are you talking like this kind of thing? Where the buildings are actually like carved into the side of the building? Is that what you're talking about? Like a half bubble? Oh, it's completely underground. But like this, but totally underground. I mean, honestly, I would do the same thing. I would design the marketplace like this, but instead of drawing, you know, sun and clouds, I would draw, like, you know, a rock wall. I mean, you follow the perspective lines a little bit, too. I would just... Rocks don't look like that. But, you know, I would just draw the ceiling of the cave or whatever. Hope I'm following what you're asking well enough. I'm sorry. No building edge. Oh, they're all market stalls, and then there are shop fronts in the curved walls. Oh, okay. Building. So, assuming that this was underground, it's not like this. You know, if you just closed in the front here. It's not like buildings like this. Hmm. Cities for reference, you know, things like this is things to put on the ground. barrels would be barrels. Edge got here. You're fine, Diary. Come and hang out whenever you want. Whenever you have a chance, stop by. You are appreciated. I'm feeling a little better. The medicine has kicked in a little bit, and my nasal cavity is quite dry. I still feel like I have to blow my nose sometimes, but I think I sound better now that my fever is gone a little bit. My fever's definitely down, and I just feel a little bit better now that I've slept all day. Honestly, supposed to today. Like, I was supposed to be home, but just... No, I was home, and I got up to come work in my bedroom, you know, in my office space, and I just passed out. I just was like, I have... And I slept pretty much all day, and I feel a little bit better now that I slept. I still don't feel perfect, and I think I'm not gonna go to work tomorrow, just... Especially if I still obviously go to work, but... so that's the plan at the moment. But yeah, thank you for asking. I feel much better. You guys are awesome. Oh wait, shush. Okay. Sleeping is great. How are you doing, Crow? What should we make this? Like another little shop type thing? Bit of a tip for it. Not gonna see, but... Follow those perspective lines. Whatever to hold. Hang up. Aladdin. It's actually probably really good, but I should have up. Actually, yeah, Atlantis might not be a bad reference for Gabrielle. It is under a dome in this. I lied. Helpful, but you know, thought. Pet scenery. Come on. Yeah, probably a little bit like that, but with more color. Definitely. Kind of combined a lot of, cracked rocks, like the siding's coming off a bit. Oh, look at you. Stargated one. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? I'm here now. Totally the same thing. There we go. Yeah, actually, I didn't even know you were working on a novel, and I'm really into it now because it sounds awesome that it's like underground marketplace, hidden marketplace city thing. Let's... So if you ever want to link what you're working on, hey, I like to read things. We're gonna do the thing where we make this like... Now I can scooch the edge of the screen down a little bit. Barrel full of... what if he had like a whole like flat tree? Effective one. Turn off your perspective lines and zoom out. Just check. Nope, that actually looks okay. My novel was my graduation requirement from college. It's 300 pages currently, and I'm doing final edits first of 4. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Whenever, I'll do another little plug for Cass, but, Cass Dwellis. Cass Dwellis is, I posted her name in chat so you have the correct spelling. She's also in our Discord. She is actually a publisher, or knows things about publishing, and probably love to help you out whenever, if you publish it. Or publish any of your things. Pretty sure that's what she's going to school now, is to, like, I think she's getting her master's in that. But she runs her own publishing company, or publishing help kind of thing. I don't think it's a full-out company. I don't think she actually, like, publishes the books, but I think she, like, helps, you know, people getting into it. I think she helps people, you know, set up for publishing, so, you know, she might be helpful. She was giving me advice on words. She was giving me advice on what sizes to do my, on what sizes to do my stuff at. worth poking her and seeing what's up. I think it is too. Kind of like a pile of like melon, and then usually I don't do details in a small first, but I kind of honestly I think I kind of want to go through and put some details in to make sure I'm in a good spot. You published a children's book, that's awesome. I wrote part of a children's book once. And I never finished it. Yeah, what's it about? What's that about? I'm gonna end up doing so much of this. Big bin. Or small fruit. About a robot that goes to the junkyard and gets into a bit of trouble. Published, but not published, but you have a printed and binded copy. That's awesome. I have a printed bound copy of Fun coloring book, to be honest, and a lot. Yeah, you don't see robots as the focus too often in it's a lot of cats and dogs and animals. Robots aren't super common. That's cool. Yeah, dude, post it. Post anything you want. Except for porn. Yeah, dude, post it. We love seeing other people's work. Yeah, I'd love that. That would be awesome. I don't want to hang something. Funny yeah, like this kind of thing. Like, let's hang a gourd. Full pile. Different shaped nonsense. They were like a basket. Put it over. Chord shape. Vaguely chord shape object. Smaller one off the bottom. Stubby round one. Engine hard. It's so rip. Oh, another pestering question. Yes, of course. What canvas size do you use for something like this versus brush size? Brush size, I use whatever size I'm comfortable with. If a brush needs to be smaller, it's smaller. If it needs to be bigger, it's bigger. Canvas size, like right now I'm using a size 16 brush on this. Canvas size, I always think about it as if I'm going to print it. I used to not do that, honestly, but so here I'm going to need a smaller brush than 16. Draw the lines in. Supposed to be. For canvas size, I always work at 300 DPI. Document is, I want to say it's 25 by 14. I tend not to work on anything smaller than, I try not to work on anything at unless it's specifically for web only. I try not to work on anything smaller than 8 by 12. Or 8.5 by 11 rather, because 8.5 by 11 is obviously a sheet of paper, so if I ever want to print it, at least it will print out on a nice size piece of paper. So usually when I start a document, if I'm doing it just for web, and I know I'm not going to print it ever, like say it's like an icon or an avatar, or it's something specifically for the internet, I usually just make it even, 300, 300, 3,000, 3,000, 300 DPI. Just boom, 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 done. Gets me a quick canvas to start sketching on. If I know I'm going to print it, or I feel like somebody might, like commissions especially, I'll go with 12, usually 12 by 12, to give myself something to start with, and then, if I'm, drawing a character and, oh no, I've run out of space for the rest of his body, I just drop the canvas, and just make it a good size. So that's what I use for canvas versus brush size. Brush size, I just adjust brush size based on what my need. So like, you are late, stop sign. That's uncharacteristic of you. Are you okay? We missed you. What's going on? What are you doing? So like erasing this line is gonna be a pain in the ass with a 9-point brush, so go to 16. First of all, grab all layers that are for layout, put them all in a folder. I won't draw. Alright, now I can turn this off, and in this case, I'm gonna fix it. I used to not think about print, but it occurred to me that sometimes people buy my artwork and then they want to print it out, or like say they want to hang it at their school, or they want to hang it in their bedroom. So I always try to think about it as a print first. Like how I put this giant piece up here so I didn't all the rest of the thing. Pro tip, if you don't want to draw things, draw them. Don't you fret. You just do whatever works. Don't promise you'll be here early tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday and there's no stream tomorrow. Promise you'll be here early on Saturday. Yes, it's okay. You're not obligated to be here. I appreciate you get here and that you're late. The fact that you came at all. Like top has things from it. And we could actually maybe even get to the wait. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Oh, wait, Daniel, you and I were talking about setting up for a stream or the talk thing, and I totally forgot tomorrow was Saturday. It was not Saturday. I thought tomorrow was Saturday. Classic me, not knowing what day of the week it is. It's probably because I've been sick. Yeah, we could try to talk tomorrow, absolutely. Well, I'm on probation from work because I have a sinus infection, so I can't go into work tomorrow. So I will be home all day. So I can hop in the voice chat tomorrow if you guys want to hang out while I'm working. I'm not allowed to stream anything I'm working on, but we can talk. So you do live in the future. Yeah, really. You can blame my net. And also, I don't have a Kib art to be working on right now, so if I had Kib art to be working on, I would know exactly what day of the week it is, because yes, you always have to think of the purpose of the work also. Sorry, I am in about 6 different places right now. All of them involve cold medicine, so yeah. It doesn't change anything. I'm still available all day tomorrow if you want, but by technically at work, I mean I'm home, so I could have Kib art, but you're at the back of the line. You like to buy a lot of art. I was gonna work on commissions tonight, honestly, like that was on the list. I was working on this today a little bit in between, you know, whenever I got annoyed with a storyboard and just not anymore, I did this, and you know, this is where my inspiration is at the moment, so that is what we are doing. Basket on counter. This is good. Cool. This art piece is the illustration that's going to go in this spot. I'm kind of okay with this, but I wish I had done more with it, and therefore I am working on a new version of it because it sucked. I made it. I don't know. I decided that I liked it, but it could be better. So better. Always. Already like a better showing off more of the city, I think. Oh gosh, I'm gonna trip over your name. Allwell Neater? Allwell Neater? Either way, I adore your Rowlet emote. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Where do I get one? Rowlet is the best. So how's it going? What's up? Oh, it's pronounced owl. I get it. I get the joke. I understand. Should I hang something else from here? Or... Oh, Peoples, what was that sound? Oh, you're hosting me. Okay. Rowlet is the only Pokemon. Think I should do anything else with this, or... I feel like it needs something, like, in here. Still here. I don't know. Do I need to put anything? You have a question about the Jedoa. Always ask me questions about the Jedoa. What's up? I love questions. Give me the question. Sorry if I sound less than enthused today. My nose is like 80% fluid right now, so... You know, doing things and... high on the list of things I want. Actually, existing is actually pretty good. I'm existing art. Oh, not being able to breathe out of my face thing's a little fun. Hygiene. Be clean. Let friends clean you. That's... Basket. Hygiene and plumbing. So fun fact about hygiene and Jedoa. It is completely commonplace for a Jedoa to just reach over. They kind of preen like this. Based on this. All is... Maybe that's not a bad thing? Yeah, so preening is totally normal. Like, if you're walking down the street and you that your buddy's got, like, a piece of sand on his shoulder, you reach over and be like, yo, I got you. Or, like, you're walking down the street and you see that this lady on the other side of the street's got, like, you know, 600,000 baskets in her hand, and you have no idea how she's functioning at the moment, and you notice that, you know, she's got a little piece of sand, and like maybe she's annoyed by it, you just walk over and take care of it. You are like that. They are very touchy-feely. Like, imagine... Let me put it into a human perspective for you. Like, imagine that, like, you know, you notice your friend's got, like, an eyelash on their face, you know? Like, you know how eyelashes do that thing where they don't protect you from things falling into your eyes? And they just kind of sit on your nose. Usually, you would be like, hey friend, you have an eyelash on your face. And they'd be like, oh shoot, where? Let me get it. And for a Jedoa, they would just be like, oh, I see a friend has an eyelash on their face. Let me fix it. Thanks. I'm going a little ham. I don't know what we're doing yet, but it's happening. It's happening. Let's do like a zoo. A lot of round fruit. In fact, I just remembered I have an entire sheet. I don't know why I'm making up fruit as I go, because I literally made an entire one of these. Let's actually use that for reference. Still gonna do a bunch of... That doesn't change. Showering, bathing, good question. I know about it actually on the sheet where important. I kind of imagine they'd probably have, like, bathrooms and stuff. Question. I don't even mind that it's, like, a gross thing to talk about, like, because it's a totally valid thing that you should be asking about the world. I just never thought about it. Do they? Good. They looked like Pokemon berries last week, but we went through the Pokemon berry list and changed them so that they are less berry-like and more their own thing. And by we changed them, I mean that I got paranoid about it, and so Floogly told me what to do. And Floogly sat and went, you know, okay, I went, okay, this one looks too much like, you know, this berry Pokemon. What should I do with it? Floogly was like, give it stripes. And then they were like, oh, make it purple. I made it. Alright, see you later, stop sign. Have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you, hopefully I'll see you Saturday. Wasn't just you? But not just you? I remember you specifically giving the, like, I remember you giving the specific, notes, though. Like, I know everybody else was giving advice, but I remember you being the one, like, that gave really specific responses to my questions, where you were just like, do this. I was like, good plan. Usually it managed to be right at the end of the stream, yeah. Tape it. Yes, I will think about it. Tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm in. Yeah, just let me know if anything changes tomorrow. Otherwise, we can do Saturday. But yeah, I'm in. Do it. Yeah, so for you guys who don't know, Daniel does, you know, art videos, but he has a lot of, he's an artist, and he does a lot of guest appearance videos, so he has people, like, come and hang out with him, talk art stuff with him, and you'd probably do a much better job of promoting yourself than I would, but he does the art, and does the talk about the art. Be prepared, because this is about the extent of the commentary you're gonna get from me tomorrow. But barrels are tough. Barrel. Maybe. Started whispering, I'm sorry for that. Focus mode. Slightly drugged Axie time. Who am I kidding? I'm me. Alright. A lot of wood. I'm also an asshole, so I don't care. That's okay, Witty. You are more than welcome to come hang out whenever you're able, and you go play Fortnite and have a good time. I appreciate you stop by for a little bit. Give me 1 second, I gotta take my sweatshirt off, it's hot in here. Animal Crossing t-shirt. Underneath. Sweatshirt. I don't know what's going on. But they're tarps. This guy's got little banners hanging in his thing. I don't know why. But they're there, and they live there. What else should we do? OMG? What's OMG? You know how you could kill a dragon in Skyrim in a village and all the villagers would crowd on the body in wonder? Yes. I do remember that, and it was... yeah, holy shit. Yeah, dudes, absolutely. I'm gonna host the video tomorrow, so if you're around, I think it's gonna be tomorrow. But you could chill and do the thing. Oh my god. Dragon Ragdoll physics favorite. Oh jeez, what did you... Thing on the roof. Other people. Like a clan. Most inefficient clothesline. You launched one into space at 1,000 miles an hour, and all the villagers ran after it, off into the woods after the body. That's amazing. Aubrielle, that's a great idea. Yeah. Glad you thought of it also. Laundry line. Done. That is... We did. No, we totally had the same thought. You were like, do that, and I was like, I should do that. At this stage, 7 p.m. Central, pretty sure it'll be on YouTube after if you miss it. There you go. We shall see, though. So, ordinarily, city would be covered like this kind of thing, like kind of like tarps. I don't know how to make them mix. Actually, put one there. Reasons. Might miss some, but hopefully you can catch it. There you go. Hey. Effort. All you can do is try. Look how good it looks. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I'm just trying my best. One thing I was gonna... This page? And I totally drew the crescent rune on the wrong side. I was gonna do like half their countries. Here. Carving. Bottom half of the moon. Centered it all. That's slightly more. Oh. Honestly, this is like one of my favorites on recently. Not including biomissions, but like personal stuff. So far, this. That's what yeah. Beautiful. Ryarka. No, you broke it. Here's another little pro tip for you in case you're somebody who has trouble with things like buildings and scenery. Treating objects as characters in their own sense helps me a lot. So, like, instead of looking at this building as a big square shape, I thought, okay, well, this building is gonna be a market store. So, this guy's shop has a little basket for, you know, he's got like a stall for, and maybe he's got a little bin outside for like extra overflow of, and, you know, to keep the sun out, he's put up a big tarp, and the tarp has stripes, and this building has a pattern on it, and you know, this building's got just a couple of visible stones. Or like this one, you know, this guy's got his little sign tacked on here, and he's gourds and fruit and vegetables. But some of his building's worn out, so there's like some pieces of the siding coming off and that sort of thing. Did you do another excerpt? Awesome. I'll have to go check it out. Alright, see you later, Daniel. I'll talk to you some more later about what we're doing tomorrow or Saturday, and we'll go from there. But if it's gonna be tomorrow, that's fine. I can do tomorrow. But I'll talk to you a little bit more later. Later. Bye. So if you're somebody who struggles with buildings like me, that's how I overcome that. Because otherwise I start looking at the buildings like, oh my god, there's so many pieces, and there's lots of things going on. And, oh, there's windows, and how do windows, but not just any excerpt. Oh no, what did you... I'm gonna do wood plank. Let's have this guy. It also helps to have a lot of variety in your foreground and background images, so the big foreground item that you can barely see, but foreground item. Layer up your Ooh, we're at the beginning. That is the hard part, starting it. Somebody told me they started, or maybe I was reading a thing about an artist who started their story on chapter, like, 4, and then went back and wrote the intro, or something. Thought that was kind of a interesting idea. Time for bed. Alrighty. Good night, Fuku. Oh, shoot. I should probably save this. Saving that at some point, probably. Oh, Christ. That would have been bad. Exactly how this is going. But yeah, right there, Photoshop. Oh, it's still saving. Yes. Rip. I'm gonna sit for a minute. Let this finish saving. Last thing I need is to lose the document. Okay, now it's done. Now it should sketch. Yes, there we go. The key to the spinning wheel of death, the rainbow wheel of death. To not fear the rainbow wheel of death, but to accept its existence and to pray that it does not break. Just hope to the heavens that it continues to function. This is the point where having perspective lines helps because you get your weird angles. Things like the rock. So one thing I did want to... I still really like this wood that I put in. In this little piece of wood. I don't know what it is or what its function is. I don't know why it's here, but I like it, so I'll put it here. And it's gonna go on the side. Foreground. Flip it. I kind of want to put it there, block that section where the roof hits. I don't really know what that looks like, and tactfully evade and just not. I don't know. I liked the shape of this when I first did it, and I feel like that was the only interesting part of the entire piece. Everything else was just a conglomeration of shapes. Have fun writing. Get that creativeness on. That thing. Let's put a little weird foreground barrel. I think that's a good plan. I think foreground barrel. Yeah, so you draw the rectangle for the top of the object, and draw inside the rectangle, and voila, you have an oval in perspective. See you later. Oh, I definitely know where you'll be. I know where to find you. One of the in the basket. Put the funny egg. Because it's huge. Fit it inside the basket. Sometimes you can get away with not perspectiving, but sometimes, like in this case, it helps to just do it. Suck it up and do it. There you go. Yeah, so by putting in some objects in the foreground, like the real close foreground, you create a sense of depth. Now you are aware that this stuff is much further away. I will probably put like a dude here too. You'll get to that. Because I'm gonna have to populate this whole scene with people now. The buildings don't look quite as obnoxiously large now that I've drawn them all in now too. Now like I got 10 minutes. Whew. Got 10 minutes and I'm gonna go pass out. Document like you 17 save seconds. How dare you? Save at some point, please? Thanks. Preach. Oh, So, anybody else doing anything exciting today? Anything else going on? I spent a lot of my day computer thing, maybe. There we go. Document's actually not even that big. Tying on the nearby stall. What? I don't understand why this is taking so long. The document's not even that big. Document is 7,000 by 4,000. And of course the document's taking just to save. Work literally all day. Oh, that's the... Technically I was at work, but I was also done. So I also spent most of my day sleeping. One thing I did do today is Axolotl is not an asshole anymore. I fixed him. So Axolotl will now speak to everyone multiple times and I don't have to fight with it anymore, so. Okay, I hit the save button, force of habit, and now I have to wait for it to do that. But let's determine what we're going to do next in the next 10 minutes. I might even go a little bit over, because I don't think I'm gonna... Oh, although I still have to get up to work, because I'm just gonna come in here. So, I'm gonna get off right at 10. Never mind, I lied. Forgot tomorrow's not Saturday. Do in the back. Another building. Do another building. Do a building like one of the ones that's already on the sheet. Let's do like... Thing. Spending a lot of time doing guns. Are you drawing guns? Sounds awesome. If so, good use of your time. A little bit smaller for this one. Hung out in Vulpine stream for a little bit. And her streams are awesome, so that's how I spent my morning. Attempting to figure out how to work and, you know, live at the same time. Then after she was done, I went and watched Cass stream for a little while, because Cass is awesome. Lots of fun people who stream. If anybody else streams and wants to share their channel, I'll come check you out when I can. It's Foxtrot? I think it's Foxtrot. What's up, the Foxtrot? Hang on. About hamsters. Foxtrot, aka Sully. There you go. Now you know. Let's see. These are generally about crafty map. This is 4-ish lines tall. 1. Oh, I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Feeling it now. Yeah. I don't know what to do with the building. Just... They're just like residential. They're like... Not gonna get that much detail on these all the way back here. Stripies. That building. All as it is. But I need un momento. Yeah, dude, no problem. Up friend. How do tall buildings? See what this building needs. Like a... Yeah, there we go. That gives that building kind of an interesting shape. Here, maybe we platforms. Yeah. This doesn't have to go anywhere. Shorten it just a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm okay with that. And then this. Oh, they had a cast raid! Oh my god, 9 people, Jesus. What's up? What up, friends? Working on a thing. That's my thing. What up? Wahaha. I was kind of thinking about coming to get you guys after I was done, but then I was like, I don't know when Cass is gonna be. So, hey. Yeah, raided. Get to see the cute little axolotl sitting in the bottom corner. What's up, friends? I'm slightly drunk, and by drunk I mean drugged, because I had to take medicine, so I'm like, wee! A little bit. On the cusp of going to pass out for a little. But yeah, so you guys can deal with me being weird for a little while. Thanks, dude. I'm working real hard. I'm working hard at doing the thing. Alcohol plus art. Yeah, if it were alcohol. All right, who'd you bring with you? I see Trixel. I see Formus. I see Tweaks. Chris. Oh, there's Echo. What's going on, Echo? Exchanging friend codes. Like on the Oh, Tweaks. Thanks for the follow, man. That A-Town and Star Wars. Maybe this one maybe in the background? This isn't. I'm using it as reference. Friend codes like 3DS friend codes? Or like friend codes. I'm down for exchanging friend codes. I like friends. I like to have friends. Friends are good. I don't know what we're talking about, but there's friends here. Things are happening and stuff. Sorry. When are you going to 1v1 in Mario Paint for Super Nintendo? Good question. Okay, Cass. Yeah, I'm actually... Unfortunately, you and I stopped streaming at the same time. I'm not gonna go too much longer, because even though I'm not physically going into work tomorrow, I still have to get up to work, so... I am going to cut it. Gonna do it. Oh no! Tangent! Oh god, stop the tangent! Oh, fix the tangent! Oh Jesus. Stop the tangent. Go away. Fixed. No tangents. Bad tangents. Tangents are not welcome in this Discord. / Twitch. Bad. Bad tangent. Feels bad. Work is a drag. Yeah, I know, right? Tragedy. Tragedy, I have to do work tomorrow that involves me doing art. But, no, I don't have to actually go into work, so... I still have... I'm still sick, so... the doctor, I went to an urgent care today about my sinus infection, and I should probably not go to work. Thought, keep an eye on it till Monday. If it's not better than Monday, obviously win, but fever's gone, then I can go. Fever. If I have a fever, then I'm contagious. Oh. Oh. I can't believe you wasn't here for when you finished. Nope. Not finish Ori. You didn't watch me finish Ori in the Blind Forest. But, the VOD is still on, Twitch, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube in a little while, so... would watch it again. We ban tangents? Yes, tangents are the worst. Tangents are full of sin. See you later, Cass. Have a good night. We should cyberbully tangents. Tangents are not welcome. Here or anywhere. Bad tangent. Roxy here. Roxy here. Cat sound. Plan. Fox. Okay. Yep. So as long as I'm contagious, I am not allowed to leave. I also feel like shit, so that's also keeping me but having a fever means no escape. I'm just about done with this building, and then I am going to... I don't know what kind of windows to put on this side of the building. But that's how far I got today. And yeah, I did a thing. I'm pretty proud of the thing. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do like low detail on these guys later. And I'm gonna do this building here, and then I'll probably just fade this stuff back out into white so you won't see it. I need to do it. I think I'm gonna leave this real simple, like. Yeah, I'm much happier with this one, to be, for reference. 2 different versions of the species sheet folder. For reference, this is what it looked like before. And I don't think it looks bad. In fact, I think it looks pretty darn good. But I think that the one that's causing my computer to glitch out is going to... So... That guy versus... Also, real long friend. There you go. That's the difference. Yeah, it has a different feel to it. I don't know, I wanted to go a little bit higher detail so that, I wanted to give it, like, a different angle and go high detail. That way I could just have, like, one picture that represents the Jedoa. Just one for everything. go. Where I'm at. The new one's more immersive. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for, so that you can kind of get a feel for what their city feels like, you know? Like, this one, the one on the bottom, is kind of a lot of, like, the building, that's a building. This one, I was kind of going for more like, you're in the city, and this is what a Jedoan city looks like. So I'm glad that it feels more immersive. I'm glad that that came through. I gotta go ahead and get more. And here, because harps are important in Jedoa land, because it's not quite so. Oh, hey, CS Jones. Yes, I do an art job. I am a toy designer. Although right now one of our toys has an LCD screen on it, so 80% of my job this last month has been storyboards, because I need to storyboard things for the artists that can go on the LCD screen. But I am a toy designer. So that's pretty cool, I would say. It's not as glamorous as you might think, but it's a job, and all jobs have their downsides, and all jobs are fun, and I'm just glad I get to do something art-related. That is what I do. That is my job. But, since I do art stuff, I can go to work and work at my desk, or I can stay here and work, and since I'm sick, it's a good thing that I can just not. Alright, well, save that, because I added a thing. He's flexible. Trying to get any kind of art-related job, but I think I draw too slowly for now. Sometimes that's an issue, sometimes it's not. One thing, this is gonna be like the fastest advice I've ever given, and, you know, I can certainly give better advice, but, certainly have an online portfolio. In fact, if you want to share your portfolio, you know, do it. Share your portfolio. In fact, anybody in the chat, if you guys aren't part of the Axie Stack, in the tags under, or in the panels under the video, or if you type, !Discord into Twitch, it'll give you the link to our Discord. We have an art share channel. We love seeing art from other people, so CS Jones and anybody else, if you guys want to share your art, or your writing, or just want to come hang out if you're not really an art person and just like art, come hang out. And, yeah. Become one of us, yes. One of us. One of us. In fact, but, yeah, so. An actual website, that's fun too, yep. I would say get your portfolio up, anywhere you can. If you gotta post it on Tumblr, do it. Yes, Tumblr is perfect. Do Tumblr if you have to. You gotta do, oh, this is cool. You have like a cool toony style, that's awesome. And you're good with building, so that's a good plus. Yeah, cool. Your stuff's cool. Yeah, there you go. There's the Discord. So, if you feel like it, join the Discord. You can share any of this stuff, ask for advice, ask for help. But my advice for getting an art-related job would be get as many social medias as you can and post consistently. Even if you say don't always post, like I don't always post to DeviantArt art, but I try to post to Tumblr kind of frequently. Yeah, a bunch of different styles makes you flexible, so that makes you desirable, because having flexibility in a style is good. Cool beanos, yay. And also, surprisingly, LinkedIn is not a bad place to post things. I used LinkedIn as like a hub for everything, so I made a LinkedIn, put information about me, what kind of work ethic I have, where I've worked, showed that I have had experience in other jobs that aren't art-related, or other activities that weren't art or work-related, that showed that I had experience doing things. and then linked all my social media to it. So on my LinkedIn, it says, I have a Tumblr, check it out. I have a website, check it out. One cool thing to do that actually somebody told me about, a friend of mine who is an artist, she's my cousin, who's an artist, she suggested that on my portfolio website, I talk about my process on each piece instead of just posting a piece and saying, this is a thing I did. You know, saying, this is something I made and this is how I started the sketch, and like, especially for commission work, it was helpful to show, like, okay, I started with this sketch to make sure I got the character right, and then I did this sketch in the pose they wanted, and then I had them check it, and if they liked it, then I finished it. You know, going through, I can even show you. Real quick, like, that's my twin. The other one. So, like, on this piece, Doctor versus the... I went and I put, like, my thumbnail sketch, and then I talked about the thumbnail. I talked about the original composition, but I talked about how I wasn't really happy with it. I didn't like the way it came out. You know, here's the finished product, and I just wasn't happy with it. So a couple years later, I came back and I did a different thumbnail sketch and then finished it and was much happier with it. But I went through each step of the process and wrote it down. My cousin suggested I do that. I don't know if that works for everybody, but it's not a bad idea. And yeah, just have lots of social media and be out there. Harder hard since you're a coder during the day and artist by night. Yeah, that is pretty hard. Hey, Sully, what's going on? You're back. Is that... The Pro Racer. That might be the Pro Racer. So that would be my advice. Also, Indeed.com is a good place to look for jobs. I have never gotten anything off of Indeed, but it doesn't hurt to put applications out there. So yeah, that's my 2-minute advice on portfolios and art things, and I could talk more about that another day if you guys want. But I have a lot of antibiotics and medications in my body right now, so my thoughts are all over the place. So I'm gonna go sleep forever, and I will see you guys. Axie hot take. Yeah, so I will see you guys on, let's see, tomorrow is Friday. I know what day of the week it is now. So I'm actually not streaming tomorrow. Friday's my day off to play games with my family, so we're going back to that schedule. So the next time I stream is going to be Saturday. Saturday is going to be an art stream, probably. I will probably do lots of art things on Saturday. Oh, but tomorrow, around 7 p.m. Central, so I don't know what time that is for you guys, but 7 p.m. United States Central Time, me and another person, Daniel Jameson. He is also in the Discord if you want to look him up. But Daniel and I are going to do like a talk show kind of thing on his channel, so if you want to come hang out, I'm going to have it hosted on the channel and everything. But that's 7 p.m. my time, so if you feel like. But yeah, so thanks for coming to hang out for a little bit at least. Too bad if it were Saturday, I'd stay up a little bit and stream some more for you guys, but it is Thursday, so I do have to work tomorrow, even though I will not actually be physically at work. Unfortunately. Yeah. Oh yeah, friend, you asked for a friend code earlier, and I don't know, I didn't know what you were talking about, so, poke me on Discord if you want a friend code for something. I don't know what you're talking about. I have a friend code for Animal Crossing on the cell phone, and I have a friend code for 3DS. I don't have a friend code for Switch yet, because my phone's still in its box. But, yeah, I will see you guys later. Win the thing. Nobody's... Okay, well... that I'm gonna go to bed. Talk to you guys later. I'll be on the Discord tomorrow hanging out, so see you guys around. Right, bye.